You know what they say, the more the merrier.
Uh-oh, the more the merrier. So, Of the Devil has an update.
You know what they say, the more the merrier.
The more the merrier, the more the merrier. So we're waiting on Of the Devil.
You know what they say, the more the merrier.
You know what they do say? I don't know what they say, to be honest. Anyway, how's everyone doing? We're just waiting on this game to update, and, yeah, we got Of the Devil today. The story that...
You know what they say, the more the merrier.
Seems like we're gonna get into the good stuff with this chapter. So far, it's been, like, actually crazy. Turning out that, like, our little girl, like, I forgot her name, Spearmint, but no, that's her nickname. She's a murderer! Murderer killing robot. And it's very possible that she killed David. But if she did, we need to figure out why. What's wrong with you? Yeah. We're gonna find out, but yeah, the game has an update.
Want a break from the ads?
Do you? I want to break from the ads. I want to break from the ads. I want to break from the ads. Oh? Yeah, follow me on Snap, even though I don't really use it as much. I mainly use, like, Twitter and Blue Space sometimes. Or no, not sometimes. As, like, active social media spaces. Yeah, we're just waiting on this game. But, in other news, guys, I have I have some interesting news. We get face reveals on Snap. Maybe I might snap a. Ain't gonna change anything. I'm still gonna be a PNG tuber. Guys, I have a crazy announcement. I do a face reveal at 300 subs. Raise it. Go up to 3,000. Fuck it. I'm halfway to 3,000. But guys, we have a partnership that I got into, which wasn't like a crazy thing because I'm assuming it wasn't that hard. Are you parginate? No, I have an energy drink partnership thing, and it's called Dubby. I know, right? So original. So anyway, if you guys want energy drinks, use my code James9 and get 10% off. That's right. You don't realize how hard I had to work to get this to get this promotion. But yeah, details. It'll be something that I'll probably promote a little bit, not like a crazy amount, if anything. But yeah, America Press. What do they say about Ohio that I don't already know? What is ups? The creature. Nothing. Of the Devil has an update, which I wasn't expecting. And I was just talking about I have a partnership with Dubby Energy. And yeah. I could finally act like I have a sponsorship, but it's not really. It's more like a partnership, like of the baby. The baby. No, it's of the devil. Wait, the game is finished. Of the Sonic. Sonic and the Devil. Oh, 50 emeralds, only 17 more to go to the funny number. Alright. As we last left off, our girl is kind of guilty. But I don't think she is. I think she was hacked. I think someone hacked her. Turn her to a convertible. Turn it to a convertible. Let's go. But yeah, no, we're just waiting for Of the Devil to update, and I was just talking about some. Ha ha ha. One of these days, that's gonna get like actually not funny, and I'm gonna have to like delete it, and I'm gonna be like, guys, it's time to move on. But that day will never come because
6-1, 6-1,
exactly.
6-1, 6-1.
I hope that's not too loud, by the way.
6-1, 6-1.
Yeah. Well. Anyway, now we have to prove our girl's innocence somehow. I don't know how. Yeah, it's market. Yeah. Wait, why is that? Wait, why did that do that? Will always be funny.
Are you alright? Must kill family.
That Ohio final boss is gonna kill Grimace. Oh. You know, sadly, I never got to try the Grimace shake. Okay. I think the attack command is broken. Because that wasn't supposed to happen. Hold up. Yeah, it's supposed to be a little animation that plays. Explosions and erosions. I'm back. Okay. Oh, I feel like this is a little too loud. Alright. Alright, we're back. Alright, what if I actually learned? About plans for killing himself in his journal messages. He sounded conflicted but not suicidal. Sarah. Oh, I forgot her name is Sarah. But why did...
Why
Why did he go to great lengths to get me to take Sarah? Why? It's because he knew he wouldn't be able to keep her. He was going to take his own life. He was afraid someone else would. Oh. Heartbreak Tyson. Oh, thank you for following. Well, how should I put this? Didn't find shite. She ever got into the... got...
6-1, 6-1, 6-1,
6-1, 6-1. I'll learn she ever got the door because I chased that screw climb through the back. Heartbreak. Oh, no, someone on TikTok followed me on. No, not the Heartbreak Killer. Directly, so I had to ask the janitor. He didn't find a psychologist's office. But they were, they said they were, in the, wait, hold up. They said they were in the place at, look the part. Why? Because they had couches. You didn't get past the receptionist. Because you're with the company. No, I wanted to help. I just wish I could have done more. Don't beat yourself up. It's hard to not, to be even half as useful as I am. Damn. The atmosphere, the looks, the furniture. It did feel like the company in there. I know that feeling. Lauren's hair is all over my hoodies, and it's like, how is this possible? Also, wait, Starzy, I thought y'all two had a little falling out. You're lucky because the Grimace Shake. Never drink the Grimace Shake. Ah, I wanted to. I need to. We still don't know if David actually was talking to someone or just getting his CC training certifieds. Don't bother apologizing. She only cares about results. You did more than enough, both of you. Get out. I mean, good work. I mean it. Good work, Fran.
Hey.
Man, no, you're good. Well, hopefully things will be better.
Poochie Gaming 11 asked me, "Hi, if you purchase our extended warranty, you can save Maria and never be apart again. That'll be $67,000. Trying to use Maria's name for your scam? That's low.
Oh, he's
Even
calling
for
you out.
I won't stand for being separated from Maria or anyone using her for their schemes. Save your lies and deceit for someone who would actually fall for them. Evil like that is something I'll never tolerate."
Oh, he ain't falling for it. Try again. Really mean that? You could always throw in a tip. 30%'s the going rate in my Damn. I'm a minor. The state pays for legal fees.
Leave me alone!
God damn. We don't have 21. I actually forgot to add the 21. Okay. How about I do that later? What do you mean? You were tolerant yesterday because leadership was focused on PR. But you're the lawyer who put the company's hottest product right in the state's crosshairs. I'll be aight. I'm still an officer of the court. Talk with a lisp. As they can't stop you from escaping the corporate campus, but they'll gladly lose your guest pass ID at every...
Persona Q2 player asked me, "Monokuma, you are now a baby, and will talk with a lisp. Oh, you caught me, tee-hee. Look
Tee-hee.
at me, I'm Monokuma, a dowable witwy baby boo, poo.
I'm about to say, can the AI even talk with a lisp?
Liven up and have some fun, even in the face of despair. I may be a sinister thing, but I can still love to see things get into Westing. We wax and play
Damn.
along. What chaos wow we mix up today, huh? Play nice, Uwo.
Just have to get around. So take mine. What? Your pass? You gotta mix up at the bathroom or whatever. Be pretty convincing. Klutz when I need to be. Uh oh. Use conniving. I can be a pretty convincing crybaby when I'm in. Operator from Shadows.
6-1.
I think whenever the Grimace Shake does come back, I definitely will. I thought about making a skit. I thought about just like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm definitely gonna make a skit. I don't know, secretary for a homicide detective or something, bro. Cops are all lazy. The girl with managerial skills could go far. I doubt they could afford you. Morgan, how did you get so turned around? God only knows. Such a relief to see a familiar face. Right. Listen, Morgan, I'm not sure I should be able to talk to you without legal presence. Uh-oh. I am a lawyer. Told us how David died. How much help could I be? Not that I don't trust you or anything. It's just, I think, with the issue. Yeah, don't do anything to incriminate yourself. What it's worth, I doubt you'll be in any trouble. If anything, it's the big names are gonna go down. Yeah, down with the government. Licking the licking the lips when I finally left the courthouse last night. Noble fleshes. What was that noise? Don't mention clothes color only. What you talking about? Hope you're bored. Goes quietly. Oh, chapter 2. Oh yeah, you're talking about when dude exposed himself because he knew the color of the clothes or something? Offering up smaller names on silver platters, full cooperation and government oversight. No one will believe you once you're labeled a disgruntled former employee, right? If the public's lost faith in the Animate 16, they can't do a recall. Not at this scale. Refunds, we need our money. They only know we won't personally have to risk anything in. One, that would mean that Sarah's not an AI. David Asher was always sound in mind, and there's nothing wrong with the Animate 16. Everyone wins. Yeah, thank you. One who approves. You win. If you insist. Let's come with the official statement on AI. Fuck AI! Unless it's used for funny things, like turning Monokuma into a baby. We don't screw with it. Smart products are profitable. And it's concerned for marketing, not product development. I spent a lot of money reassuring the public that there's no risk because the public doesn't really understand how ironclad the tenets are. Test is like trying to pick yourself up and throw yourself. I could do that. There was running on Tesseract yesterday. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, they made a whole big deal about this Tesseract language. I don't understand about the code running as child's play. Ah. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You were saying something about Classic Green Hill. Uh-oh.
Get his husband running me between I won't away. He just goes walks with the grass for my guy. I gotta get
Sonic, calm down. Sonic, calm down. What are you doing? Oops, what did I click? Marketing AI takes more than time and resources, isn't that? Let's just keep adding more data. Data? That's too much data. I can only handle one. Sounds impossible. No, you got this, cuz. But he's dead. Like I said, it was his android that did it. Well, it's programmed in A16 as a culmination of David Asher's work. So now that the marketing line is suddenly a huge liability, can you tell me how much they actually contributed? When does that allow your warm androids to move realistically? Only given the company most of the fruits is private work before. I remember playing Battlefront. Wait, hold up. The game is muted. Oops. My bad. Man, I remember Battlefront 2. That was a fun game. Remake it just the way it is. And the company, they were appreciative of his contributions. I'm sure the researchers that he overtook by leaps and bounds weren't pleased, but the board was very enthusiastic. Yeah, so that spurred them to be protective of David, or they fear that he was gaining too much influence, becoming irreplaceable. Strong motive just justify killing their golden goose. Your paranoia isn't enough. These people, it has to be the bottom line. Money. Money. Agreeing with the androids? True. Compromised? That's what I've been saying. Compromised. Stayed up all night, sick and dread of the idea, but the data just doesn't support it. Sales have been strong. I think base code was locked in over 2 quarters ago. If there were an issue, we would have caught it by now. And I would have been axed a long time ago. 9 million. Oh yeah. Green Hill's going to be in every Sonic game forever. Not flying up the show, it's like 14 to 15 so far, but the profit margin makes up for it. You mentioned Data. Hey, Data. Data's the killer. I mean, he has that one Among Us emoji. Yeah, let's talk about error reports. Counts are actually marked low compared to the last gen. Mostly hardware complaints, it looks like. Eyes tracking. Uh-oh. I've seen this before. Eyes tracking off by... Does these robots happen to smell like dead children by any chance? These animatronics, or these robots wouldn't happen to be wandering around them. The auto updates back on. Alright. Places where there are more people, there are more androids. Coastal cities like ours, of course. Wait, did you just... Wait, what did you just do? Did you throw a soccer ball at me or something? Wait, Rancor? What do you mean by that? Or did you misspell something? Oh, let's do the same word. Healthcare tracker, lots of hospitals, offices. Adult industry. Ooh. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like. Yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to be blunt. Warm and soft to touch. Oh my. Guys, the day we build robots, it's so over for the human race. It's so over. Men are going to be replaced. Obedient. I remember when I watched that movie, Companion. There was a joke where it's like everyone who buys one just starts mating with it. You know what I mean? Bound to happen. See too many damages to pretend it's not happening. Return a product that's clearly broken beyond repair. Resellers and companies never pretended to be interested in going after them. A definition of Android based on the sales numbers. So they're allowed to resell them based on the sales numbers I've seen. R to R, RTR. No, I don't care. He bought that? He was actually looking at my socks? Manufacturing complex in the hemisphere. Got any data on the shipping out? Anything stands out? No, the numbers are on over, but the data has been edited. Oh, is that... Where? That's just no letter. With errors, so there shouldn't be... Uh-oh. Deleted. Or some the same. Just a bunch of swaps. Oh. Adjustments. That's happened to me one time. I sent them an Xbox and they sent me a different one. They were like, it's the same, we promise. Yeah, I know. I watched all the Star Wars movies. Jabba the Hutt. Well, technically, isn't it from Star Wars Episode 4? Because that's where we meet Jabba. Unless that was still the cantina. That wasn't his palace. Yeah, actually, you're right. That was just the cantina. I was wrong. With the life experience or authority, but probably both. Must have. Who made these changes? Somebody did this with Sarah. Well, hell if I know. There's a cat next to a dog. To the left, or is it to the right? To say left, have to say the right. Actually, the right answer is almost dependent on their native tongue. Information affects how they think. Learn new languages and it can change their perspective, but machines can't learn a new source code. Every update to read. Oh, the Android did kill David. It wasn't because of Zero was trying to... Something fundamentally wrong with it, and personally, I think it's cruel to bring something that flawed into the world. So maybe we are screwed. Oh, Rancor. Oh, is that what that creature's name is? Any other questions? I'd like to take a look at this. Look at this. Come on, I found David's Asher's blood. Poison. Here's a crazy idea to follow it up. Thinking Noble's International Databanks. We don't make poison here, ma'am. We sell robots. Maybe blankets out there. You'd still have hazardous materials around. What is it? Patent NOD 52345S. Serotonin. Depressing it enough to put it in life in danger. It also explains why it was the present in personal manufacturer. Oh shit. Be able to answer specific questions about a compound formulated years ago, but she does have a reputation for being very detailed oriented. She said bathroom break starts. Oh, yeah. I think we've got the privacy office. Don't be talking shit. Don't do what I do. Hey, don't tell them. I feel like she's not joking. You're joking, right? One more thing. Have you been a corporate spy? Oh. Well, yeah, you said you didn't know how David died, but you just now you not in a dead man. I'm just got practice every logical point I could raise, so I just nervous guy but really work on people. Oh, wait a minute, what's going on? Keep you cool, people don't know what you're thinking, but if you act like a little jumpy, they feel inclined to. Sorry. Let's just have, they'll be spilling their guts to have something to fill the silence with. Are these days? I did 3 tours in consulting. Tours of Intentional Affairs, spy hunting at the Western Division, then 8 embedded at Owl Studios. James, what? What's up, Starzy? Wearing. See the comic I made? Yes, I will gladly see it. I can take a. I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't know when I'm taking my break, but I can on my break. Spy for Noble, retired. 5.5 days a week and quality assurance. Trust me, this position is cushy. Generous award for my past services. Okay, yeah, I can take a look at it. Give me 1 second. Ty, you clearly know more than what you're letting on. I have some old inboxes I can still check. You can. The hell is happening around here? Why, I'm the only one investigating David's death while your old co-workers are off twiddling their thumbs. There's nothing wrong with the blood. It's stuff. When the whole this time the transfusion was just a. Got a hold of the story, started puffing it up and painting over the shoulders of virus. By the next morning, we had the military thinking we were leaking like a sieve. Meanwhile, the media is bombarding us with requests for videos, interviews, and data. In the States praising our tech with one side of their mouth while threatening to mist us with the other for getting so greedy. Noble, everyone in Noble CCE been slammed ever since. Trying to find an off-ramp for the story we can talk back. We can walk back the claims on without torpedoing our state contracts. I don't know what happened to Azure, whether it was AI gone rogue or company infighting gone too far. I tell you, it wasn't done by consultants. Alright. Yeah, was he actually a psychiatrist? Know some old coworkers who see them. Both. Probably getting training and he was probably talking to someone. Unless you got any other advice. You're saying you want a consultation, couldn't hurt, right? All these companies hate to lose. True, so don't fight them. That's just business. Okay. But so now there's been this granting ambiguity about what's actually killed David. Elimination of the goddamns. We know what the poison is. Now it's easy to figure out how it got in there. Rather, who put it there. There's no action. Oh, yeah, this game is mainly story. Don't throw those tomatoes. It's kind of like Danganronpa. I don't know if you ever played that game. But different. Slightly different. I don't want to read the dialogue. She's just basically summarizing everything. Basically, we now know what killed David. Now we need to know what got there. And now we're about to go somewhere. We're probably going to go to Jung, I think. Pull the trigger. We know where to aim. Good thing I didn't bring a knife to this fight. Oh, she really did. I'll never have a real use for a firearm with this much bloatware. The police have entered the vicinity. What happened to get your contact over the crime scene yesterday? Block this contact. Stop voice to text. Oh, to disable. And advise you that Noble scared shitless of you stomping in and nationalizing the place. They might be a little uncooperative when it comes to fetching documents. Makes you think we're at Noble. My bad. Forget what I said anything. Don't start your investigation with their stock buyback program. Working your president be requested by the upper floors. Uh-oh. The board. It's definitely them. They're gonna be like, stop digging. That was tight. It is Jung. Thank you for making time in your schedule. Uh-oh. You're just a few minutes early, Morgan. Typical corporate, never be the sent the first to show up, pissing contest nonsense. Pardon me. Anything knowing that you're all watching me, pretending might be busy, might be... Yeah, who's going to be joining us? You don't have time to remember. Huh. Right, so they're just... So they're not just rich, they're anonymous rich. Well, you gotta been there from the beginning. You can't just jump into a story halfway and expect it to be like crazy. But there is a lot of talking. That's a lot of this game, I will say. Already lying but allowing yourself one instance of rebellion, or just a slip of the tongue. I would never fault anyone for wanting their privacy, especially not job creators. But it must get pretty inconvenient not having a name to call them. Not really. Conversations with them are always one-sided. Sounds like a great environment to do business in. The building you're standing in. We managed to eke out a meager profit somehow. So if it works, didn't take for you. Wait, didn't take you for the might makes right type. Might makes right. And I didn't take you for a clueless, bored, incapable of reading the room. Oh, damn. Yeah, there's not one of us in here. Yeah, let's clear the air. Let's settle this beef. And before I had no idea that Dr. Usher had been building an android on his private property. And I can say here and now that no one at Noble Electronics ever suspected that he was working to undermine the Tenet framework. Using her words with a surgeon scalpel. Was she coached? She was told to say this. Is that the truth, or is that your statement as VP of Android's Futures? It's both, of course. Dr. Asher was always more than happy to hold himself up and work independently. We both know that. True, he could be pretty reclusive. I'm sure it's caused all kinds of headaches, him disappearing on you like that. Must have been especially difficult when he came back with with breakthroughs that propelled Noble to the top of the industry. You should take a seat. Just to cook the game? Wait, like cooking in real life? Like cooking food? Or like cook the game up? Is there a problem with the sound? Anyone get muted by accident? Oh. No. I don't want to take too much of your time. I'm actually a bit flustered having you all showed up here. I didn't expect you all to talk to anyone higher up than a service associate. You're investigating the death of Dr. Asher, David Asher. Why wouldn't we take that seriously? Because you want me to go away. Uh-oh. At least half of you do. Others aren't sure. You must be confused. The board is, as always, united as its decision and its visions for the direction of this company. Oh, yeah, right. To execute their CEOs every 6 months. Jesus. I mean, she's telling it like it is. Executives, they don't give a fuck. None of them would be where they are if they were anything else. But I happen to know that know how that kind of person thinks. Because I myself as a killer am a killer. Option 1, there's 2 options. 1, you oppose me, shut me out completely, stonewall me, stall me, and wait for me to walk into trial so unprepared and ill-informed that I inevitably lose. I don't like this option, but you can't be big fans of it either. If I lose, the world will learn that that David was killed by an android, but he programmed. Every lawyer I've seen on TV, every customer, every firebrand strapping young 60-year-old Jenner looking to make a name for themselves will lose your company balance sheet as their personal chew toy. Oh, what do you mean by cooking the game? After which the state still might gobble you whole and throw you down enough sanctions to de-person whomever among you cries no fair. Yeah, we can fend for ourselves, yes, probably, but not definitely, which makes it a gamble. Still, my turn to talk. Then on to option 2, you cooperate with me. I use what you give me and more forge for me to win at the trial, proving that David wasn't killed by an android. When the markets open tomorrow morning, you all get another round of stock buybacks and an initial dip. Pat yourselves on the back for staying calm as you continue to profit off of David's legacy for the next 100 years. And you won't even have to worry about him speaking out of turn. That's only if you win. Company cooperates with you, denies that David was killed by... Oh, okay. And the state beats you anyway, it would be catastrophic. That's a gamble. We're all busy people, and I'd hate to drive a wedge between such a close-knit group of friends, so how about this? Option 3, hedge your bets. Whoa. Put a little on black, put a little on red, spread the love and lower the risk of profit. Don't make any statements about the trial. Tell the media the state's got your windpipe in a vice. Wait until just before the markets open Monday morning to send out your PR packages for rubber stampings. After you already know who's won. One way or another, this trial will be over before the end of the day, and you'll never hear from me again. Don't shut me out completely for another few hours. And does anyone second that motion? We can answer some of your questions, counselor. The poison that killed David has been identified as serotonin. You're familiar? One of our patent materials, as I recall. You recalled it pretty easily. Recalled it as pretty easily yesterday. But intellectual property law can't be complex, counselor. I'm not sure how much I or anyone at the company could tell you about serotonin at this time. Well, if you can't tell me about it, who could? You did lead its development, didn't you? I don't know anything. Or saw the project, which makes just harder to speak freely with compromising confidentiality of the teams that reported to me. BS, I don't believe it. But I'm not asking for trade secrets here. It's a perfect match for the only foreign substance found in its blood. Serotonin is what killed him. The state will say the same. I can't say more. Oh, how do you know? How do you know it's not possible? Ask officer the... Be patient and wait until this afternoon. Oh. Cops late arrival. Emma must have gotten straight for the throat first thing this morning and left the investigation for later. How knowing her, she probably managed to ID the San Antonio before she went to bed last night. So are we still having this conversation? Then, as I said, I'm sorry, but I have to take more than just my personal feelings into consideration here. There's a great deal at stake. This is corporate 2-4. You're too stupid to understand why I'm being dense. Grievous finished. I wouldn't use a barbecue. He got cooked. Just trying to shield the company, plain and simple. LARPing as Helen Jung d'Arc. Crusade against a government overreach. Why is she here anyway? Why am I speaking to her? Why not her lawyers? That's right. This is a vulnerable position for her. She wouldn't put herself in check like this, not unless she was forced to. Oh, it's time to play blackjack. So that's it. Acting as their mouthpiece. Acting as their mouthpiece isn't some honor for her. This is a punishment. She's being used as a meat shield. They're upset with her, perhaps even suspicious. Time to find out why. Going anywhere. It's still a safety deposit box. We'll retrieve it and have it read once all unknown surrounding his death have been known. Might be not for weeks at this rate. Is that calculated? Rose ends up leaving her. Sarah is a remarkably lifelike android. Had things worked differently, you might have wanted her as the A16 poster girl. Bridge of a lot of sales. Her cute little pal projected across sides of skyscrapers. Hypothetical of a hypothetical. That may be yet, but associated with our products going forward is nothing more than a massive liability. He wouldn't have the A16 without her. Take her apart and learn from her. They could have. You caught a trout. Nice. That machine is nothing but lawsuits and congressional hearings of proud numbers waiting to happen. Damn it! You know today, Miss Young, I'm processing. After all, you and David have a history. You started at the same time, didn't you? Yes, we were colleagues and cordial with one another. Press! Don't be so modest. You helped him create the one-point doctrine that saved the company. Once in a generational talent. The guy Noble chose for an advertisements and the ones they commissioned tutorials about. Sorry. Connection. Okay, I can try to accept it next time I play that game. I just hope this one piece point doctrine doesn't fall out of favor now that he's gone. We wouldn't want that. Curious about standing inside the Noble as a whole. David Asher was and always will be an outstanding contributor to the company forward progress. You don't change that. Not even if he was killed by one of his own creations. That would of course be a tragic element that would call for reconsiderations of his legacy. Press that shit. Unless I'm mistaken, and he and Noble were on bad terms. I get the impression that some parts of leadership were actually glad to see him taken off the chessboard. Why is she stressing out? She's sweating. Ravager was being sued by the company for a breach of contract. Satisfied. That's blackjack. Hell yeah. Oh, come on, soon enough. There's a paper trail. How much more than that we'd be making moves to let him go for some time. Damn. Someone in here is... Okay, so what if it was the... Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I have it. I just think it's Jung. I don't know, man. She was there. She was there at the crime scene. You caught a scraper mouth. Blah, 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 blah. You got a capsule. Betrayed the confidence of the board. Oh, he was contesting the suit, putting up a fight, engaging in a legal battle against a mega corporation. Not even telling me. Members of a really good apartment. He wouldn't be publicly fired. He would still be credited on all past, present, future. Very reasonable on paper. Letting go of David Asher's insanity. Went on a good note, I'd like to think. We shook hands. We even shook. Oh, this man knows he was about to die. Look how... Nah, look at these people in the background. They don't tell jokes. So it was just one night of overtime. Spending their Friday night blowing the ink dry, you paid a visit to David's penthouse. Something left unfinished? Essentially, it was a good meeting. There was no yelling, no finger pointing, much cleaner than expected. But David did not want to retire. He didn't want to be forced out of the company we had when he was the one who contributed so much. You went over to apologize. Okay, this is sus. This is so sus. I think she did something. We toasting to a new day. After minutes later, he was dead. That AI. I believe David built an AI. How do you think he did it? Work around the tenants. It's quite beyond my area of expertise. What the company could call themselves an expert in illegal technology. But some in R&D department theorized that he created Waxwing decaying priority loop. About as far as target as it gets with that, I guess. You know, I've taken over a lot of time slot. I didn't even get a wave goodbye. You're serious about this trial? Don't I look it? Doesn't make it a play. You're actually going to defend that thing? Nah, that's my... Sarah is one of us. Everyone wants stock options. The stock option will be alright either way. They always are. What would I bet? What I would bet is that whatever the outcome, the company will eat it up and shit it out with very little difficulty. You painted an ugly picture back there, but I've already seen the future. And it's just another marketing gimmick. Too smart, Dr. Asher. Too smart, too bold, too far ahead of his time. What spark of his genius remains buried in the inspired animate night is more valuable to noble as a dead man. True. Dead man can't tell no tales. That has nothing to do with anything that I'm talking about, but a good salesperson, a dead man is just another selling point. It's been a very long week for me. No one calls me doctor. I asked them not to. Wait, what's that noise? At times, I thought very little of it. The PhD I earned from a noble-owned school. Probably didn't have any expectations for the program back when she was a part of it. I was proud of it when I first got it. Something changed. It never seemed to catch on. People didn't use it, so eventually I told people to not to use it. A very high IQ social power play, you understand. David never insisted people to use it. That's very difficult, and I think you know it. He was already smart. Okay, we'll look at this real quick. I keep forgetting I have to read. Are these real life pictures? I'm not tall enough. Oh. What do you mean I'm not tall enough? Oh, was someone already on the right? This girl with the blue hair is pretty cool looking.
Tell me all the ways to say
By the way, Lauren showed me another TikTok with that singing, and I was like, that guy's just screaming. Ari? Like Ari? Alright, so now we've learned a bunch of stuff about David. We learned that David was fired, and apparently it was all in agreement, but I feel like there's more to this. One sec, let me just... I don't know what that was, but... I'm gonna... She's the girl who called the protagonist stupid biatch. I will say though, the comic looks pretty good. It's got a... You look like you got the styling down. Like, I wouldn't know because I don't know how to do those comics. Oh, Danganronpa. Oh, okay, I get it. Array. Got you. Okay, that makes sense. It's been a month. It's been a minute. Man, I really gotta finish that. I gotta figure out a way to where we can do something on Saturdays to watch and react to stuff. Oh my god, look at this dude. Oops, hold up. Alright. Check what actually happened. She'll want to stand fast. Maybe if I do badly enough, it'll flip her sadistic switch and she'll want to keep me playing. Damn, and I gotta find out through the grapevine the fucking. My life is plenty exciting, Freckles. I thought you meant that for the Yeah, I still remember that. I thought a little bit about it, or I thought a little bit a few times. I'm hoping that one of these days, if we get a lot of people to do that, that would be pretty cool. Because I do know it would just be a simple watch along if it was just like 2 people. You could bore the polish off a resume checking robot. I've Catholic school teachers with more active nights than wait, what? Sure you want to be at okay. Who'd you rope in? Anyone I know? Oh shit. Are you representing yourself? Fits within my budget. You're going to jail. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Yeah. I want to get better at voice acting. I know there was a site that Lauren told me about where people can do it, but for free, and it helps build a resume. In a matter of how good a lawyer you are. Wait, it ain't a matter of how good a lawyer you are, and who represents themselves in court has a fool for counsel. I had the entirety of by myself before. I feel like that'd be too impossible for me. I feel like I would just start blending the voices in. I could barely do 6 of them during that one game I did with Lauren. Not for anything I had a chance of losing. Your pad's been dead for 48 hours. You're too close to this. You'll make mistakes. Boy, hang up. The powers that really didn't want to give me a rain check. Taking this very seriously. It's more dangerous than that. They're scared. Is there a precedent in an ad committing murder? How'd you pass law school without learning how to look this stuff up? I'm asking you. The answer to that is not helpful to you at the moment. Any words of advice? Get yourself a new lawyer, bro. Oh, so I'm gonna leave now. Don't lose, Freckles. Oh, look, Sarah. What are you reading? I was reading David's employment contract with Noble Electronics before I got waylaid by spam texts. Should I skim it for you? Depends. Did you pass the bar exam since we last spoke? But you could learn it. Comfortable? I am not. Ever seen that old movie with the gorilla in a skyscraper? Bring it to the city in. Senior Spec Sarah, maybe those buildings aren't very heavy. Those numbers must have been faked along with the rest of what the machine read. That was all the smokescreen David added to help her lay low, then her actual strength is more like... If your joints were currently locked tighter than a vice, do you think you could escape this place? Other question is not indicative of your strategy. Enjoy the hypothetical. I would estimate that this building's automated security would put 9 holes in me before I reached the door. That's not bad. That's my favorite number. I would not be able to function after the 7th. That would be illegal. That is illegal. Wait, message retracted? Wait, what? Dark Vader, did you retract your messages? Please recover memories from Friday. You could do that? It is not dissimilar from the process of recovering data erased from other computer. Remember everything, but if successful, I could recall individual pieces of information I could prove useful. You may not like what you find. Whatever happened that day, either you or David wanted to forget it. Even so, I have to remember, because it's the last day that Father and I Musty sense. Case closed. Oh, you formulated a plan for this trial's proceedings? Something like that. Serotonin isn't what... Wait, what? Isn't what? It isn't what... I don't buy it. There's no explanation for how he died. She's lying, and if she repeats the lie on stand, I'll need to expose it. Get Dawes involved. Get the other dude. You commit perjury to protect Noble? To protect one of the Noble's patents? Oh yeah, definitely. Acquire me as the corporate zealot she makes herself out to be. Would you believe that she had something to do with Father's death? I don't know. Why anyone would kill Father, considering the possible consequences for he would confess in his journal. But then again, I don't understand why anyone would kill anyone. True that. Do you? Let's go. Wait, can you walk? She's gonna have to waddle it. Oh, it's Porter. What's all this? Keep waddling, sir. I'll catch up. You surprised? See me? Surprised? See me, mate? I'm surprised you'd want to see the outcome of this trial. Surprised you'd want to talk to me. Betting the android, Roy. Yeah, be honest. Don't lie to Porter. He's been through a lot. I don't think she's killed David. Do you? I don't think. I don't think it matters. Noble was what killed David. Whether it was with a pen stroke or a sleep agent, kill android or plain old goddamn arsenic. How can anyone that smart be that dumb? Why the hell did he ever sign a soul away for them? I'm sorry if this isn't as British as I'm, but I look at this guy and I'm like, this guy has to be British. David may have been over his head, but he wasn't a bad negotiator. His position was strong. You're the lawyer, but a guy like me, working in music, can't tell you how many people I screwed over by a big smile and a fat signing bonus. No such thing as corporate generosity. You think you're getting a good deal, it's only because you don't know how much you just sold. How much you just sold? David's real wealth lays into property. He sued even 1% of the companies, taking inspiration from Turning Solution. There's a clause in his contract. If Noble ever did fire David, he would retain control over his patents afterwards. Yeah, see, that sounds nice. Only they never did fire him, did they? He just happened today. Oh, Wait, he was never officially fired? Oh. Wait, what? Oh, the game. Oh, shoot. The game look. Alright, the game's still fine. Alright, we can destroy us started. Oh, we are. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep playing for a little bit, and then, because I know I looked and saw that the trial is only gonna be about 2 hours, so now that we know we're at the trial, I know I said I was going to stream for 3 hours going forward, but we may have to end it short just so tomorrow isn't like a literal 1 hour stream. Unless I... Oh, HMK is playing Danganronpa V3? Oh, interesting. Because I remember he was playing Danganronpa 2 a long-ass time ago. One second. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna keep playing just for a little bit while, and then I don't know what we're gonna do for the last hour. Maybe I'll play something else. Or maybe I'll watch some stuff. Anyway, depends on who's here. Anyway, let's save it one more time because I'm schizo. Oh, no, 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 don't go to the title. A few things, yeah. Basically, David was well taken care of so long as they kept him around in control of his patents even after Fury let go. If David were to pass off an employee, nobody would continue to control the bulk of his IP. They wouldn't do it for no reason. Alright, sorry about that. I was looking at something. Eyes up, showtime. Counselor Morgan, the state charges you with the possession of contraband. Oh, contraband. That'd be you. Violation of Safeguarding Our Nation Digital Security Act. How do you plead? Your Honor? Not guilty. Wait, hold up. Fuck, I am never ready for this joke. Hold up. Hold up. Your Honor, not guilty. In fact, I'm so innocent that you're guilty. This whole court is guilty. It would have been funnier if I did something like this. Wait. I'm not guilty. Very well, since it seems that you are in fact doing this, and warning attempts to stalling and muddling the issue, and I'll step right in and override the trial myself. Citing summary judgment, siding with the people, are we understood? Yes, Your Honor. Going to have the same you did before? No way. Well, it looks like we are having the same one because she's behind us. Chance of us dealing with the same glitchy as mess yes they are. Yeah, she's right there. Glad to be back. Did you miss me? Forget what I say anything. I'll just go and crawl on a rock and die while you make opening statements. And is now ownership of the Android registered under the number blah 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 Sierra blah 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 blah. She hasn't contested this, and I doubt she will. So the question of ownership is already answered. All that remains is to determine whether Sarah qualifies as contraband. It's a charming android, incredibly well made, a masterpiece, and the last known work of a great man. But when we look at the evidence and the facts surrounding the death of Asher, we're forced to conclude that that android is responsible for his death. And that conclusion carries very serious implications. I will prove here in court today that the machine sitting here, there, killed David. Not through an accident or mismanaged dosage, but through an intentional poisoning. I want to ask the court to judge this machine off its apparent sentence, its range of emotions, or the free will it may or may not possess. I only ask that the court judge this creation of what we will prove it to be more than capable of. Patricide. Yeah. Woof. Wouldn't want to follow that. Wouldn't want to have to follow that act. Go for it anyway, defense. Your Honor, what the DA said is true. Sorry, just the first part. This android is charming, and it is the work of a great man. The rest of it was pure speculation based on little more than a few bad camera angles and a phobia of anything new. Murmuring. I do own the android you see here. I was bequeathed it. It was bequeathed to me by a man known to most of the people in his court as the father of modern machine intelligence. To me, he was just a friend. And if I thought at any point that this puppet had anything to do with his death, I would have dragged it to the chopping block myself. Huh?
Nice.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't you want to jump Gypsy? She's just so jumpable. But I don't believe that. I never have. Sarah's an android, nothing more. It is incapable of homicide, and it doesn't even commit manslaughter. It's just a well-made machine. Any fears one has about its capabilities are projections, nothing more. And it troubles me greatly that the state is spending valuable time and resources on rushing to pulverize Dr. Asher's last known work. When it could be going after the very real, very human forces that were responsible for his death. Is she serious right now? The people can't prove that Sarah is an AI. The truth be told, I can't prove that it isn't. But I can prove that it's not guilty. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Chills. Why always doing that? You sounded very confident, Adane. I still don't know how it's pronounced. Well, no one ever got good at lying by being modest. You could have simply said thank you. Thank you for your presence here, Detective London, if that even is your real name. In light of the new evidence, I'd like to go over the death of Asher one more time. What happened Friday night? At 6:30, alright. For anyone who don't know, at 6:30, David Asher spoke on the phone with his lover, and the two of them broke things up. Huh? Lover? It's an accurate description of the relationship, isn't it? I wouldn't know that stuff's private. Oh. Then the deceased met with Noble VP Helen Jung in his parlor starting... Oh, talking about Porter. Why did he bring that up? Okay. The deceased met with Noble VP Helen Jung in a parlor starting around 7:30. Then he left the parlor and the sight lines of his home security system, for reappearing on his private secondary security system in his basement moments later. At which point, Andrew Sarah can be seen handing him the poison he'd go on to drink. And do you see that android in the courtroom? Yeah, she's in the green hair, that one, right here. Yeah, she's right there. Let the record show that the android Sarah has been identified at the scene of the crime. No objections. None? Why'd I even show up? Detective London, what happened next? Asher went upstairs and shared a drink with Miss Jung. Within a few minutes, he was being airlifted to the hospital, where he was soon declared dead. Sorry, had to do that. We know that the poison could be produced by his manufacturer, which Sarah had access to, just up the stairs in his workshop. So Sarah had ample opportunity to procure the poison, and Sarah handed Dr. Asher's cup immediately before he died. Is there a question in that statement, Your Honor? I'll rephrase. Was anyone else seen handing Dr. Asher's cup before he died? No. I have no more further questions. She's slumped. Alright. So what's your... He wasn't lying per se, but there was some ambiguity in a statement he gave. Truth's gotta come out one way or another. The family won't push, I'll have to. Alright, here we go. Mention footage, the talk screen, the whiskey. Devitt and Isaac Porter broke up over the phone. Ellen Jung arrive. Spoke briefly, and then he went downstairs to get drinks. Cameras in the basement show Sarah handing him a cups and... I think that's the... After he came back to the parlor and started drinking. Don't know if that's a good way or a bad way to go out. Oh, did I get it? That's the best you've got. Wait, I fucked up. I didn't think it... Depends on the grading curve. Overruled. The talk screen. Basement footage. Oh. Maybe this is the one. Right there! Got her! Little bitch! Check that footage again, Detective London. We only see Sarah handing him a victim a cup. He had already retrieved the whiskey himself. Oh, forgot about that. Wasn't being specific enough, Your Honor, but it matters little since it was David's cup, not the whiskey bottle that was poisoned. Weird flex, but okay. Peak animation. I know the animations are pretty cool. I'm about to say, I don't know if you were seeing them with the first half of this trial.
6-1.
6-1.
6-1. 6-1. 6-1. 6-1.
Her hands down in the cup after they were ready to leave. True. Did she call David back and handed him a cup of poison? Leave me alone! Wait, I need to see the backlog again. That undeniable fact is shown clearly in the security footage. Sarah hands him a cup after he was ready to leave. Fuck it, raise it. If the cup was already poisoned, don't you think David would have noticed it wasn't empty? Yeah, wait, that's true. Not necessarily. The dose could have been quite small. A droplet could have easily overlooked it. This crime was very simple. There was too little to anything to go wrong. Once she handed it off, she just had to wait for him to drink. Once she handed it off, she just had to wait for him to drink from his cup. But what if it was... Oh, I fucked up. Wait, no, I did. I did good. Two cups. How could she have known which cup? That's true. How could she have known? Your Honor, leave me. Your Honor, this doesn't make any sense. Yeah, there was no way to know the right cup. Nah, raise that shit. They're handed the cups in. And one stack. Oh. Fuck! Stop handing. Stop! 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 I'm losing money. Oh my god. Are you done already? I was just about to get started.
Say ooh.
Say, ooh. That's me right now, being like, oh shit. Even if I didn't have questions, I make some up to just to spite you this. But I can do, better than that. What are we gonna be like? Is that Sarah in the footage? Tenet technicalities add involved. London, or is there ever acts to commit acts of violence? Yeah, I guess so. Harm them. Does that constitute a violation of their tenants harming people they're supposed to protect? Maybe some complex way to math that goes into it, but no, it's not breaking any tenants. They'd have to have tenant 1, right? May not injure or... Alright, I fucked up. Backwards to the camera and her hands were obscured. Could you see her hands from any the clip of the camera footage retrieved from the basement? No. Anyone else participating in the investigation ever see Sarah put anything into David's cup? No. The footage submitted to the record. That's available. What happened? Push! What about the view from the android itself? Oh, shit. We could see through the android's eyes, but that'd be pretty conclusive.
Hey.
Oh, my God. Fuck! I did. No. Oh, no, this is the right one. Oh, I just skipped all that text. Oops. Relevance, Your Honor. Okay, so there were acts of violence. Withdrawn. Oh my God. Wait, no, wait. Ah! Okay, I fucked up because I ran out of money. What is this anime? Whoa. We got it all the way back here. Oh, it's so painful. Wait, no way. No chance. Hold up. Dude, how bad did we fuck up? Oh, we fucked up so bad. Okay, we fucked up. Alright. We'll save after London's part. Everything I can macro click. Let's do this. I forgot which one. That. Boom, bitch. So no matter what, you were gonna lose that. All right. Here we go. Okay. Do you know how many of those tenants were trained to protect humans from harm? 41. Lastly, detective. How many times in the last, say, century have you seen automatic tenants break their tenants? 5 times. The witness is not an expert on automated dependence, Your Honor. He's more than qualified to say whether they have a history of violence, Your Honor. Ah, what the heck? Let him answer. Normally that would have, but this isn't a traditional trial. At least I can say here. Blackjack. Okay. Hell yeah. All right, we're saving it. Let's save that shit. All right. We'll go another 20 minutes. I have more questions, Your Honor. Your Honor, what are we doing? One second. Over to our next item on the docket. Looks like Ammo wants to introduce some new evidence. I call Sarah to the stand. Oh, shit. Approach, Your Honor. You're approaching me. I believe that it's me they wanted to speak with. What the hell are you doing, Rockford? The door's right in my mouth. I have questions for the android. This seems like the best way to get answers. You can't call the android as a witness. It's not a person, bruh. There's plenty of precedents for it. Ads provide testimonies all the time. Not when they're on trial. Sarah isn't on trial. You are. They're accused of being an AI. That means you don't trust a word out of its mouth. If the witness isn't to be trusted, the court can decide that for itself after hearing their testimony. Why the ambush? Why'd you list this as entering evidence, Rockford? Only people can be witnesses, Your Honor, and ads don't have legal personhood. Evidence seemed like the best words descriptor. You know I can't make an android swear an oath. Rockford is just trying to spoil your opinion, Your Honor. The more this court treats Sarah like a person, the more you'll see her as a human. And the weaker my case becomes in your eyes. Nice try, Counselor. But we don't have time to worry about my impartiality. You're free to call for a mistrial if you want, but the state will have turned Sarah into a slag before you even finish signing your motion. Offers calling a witness that is blatantly hostile to her case. If the witness is hostile, so be it. It did kill a man after all, allegedly. What about the right to avoid self-incrimination? Who's the one treating Sarah like a person now? Androids don't have rights. Damn it. Android will take the stand, Your Honor. And if Sarah takes a fuse in, are you going to charge it with contempt of court? Genes won't talk. You'll make every effort as owner to ensure that it does. And if it disobeys you, then we'll have our answer about its sentence right then and there. Shit. You're gonna have to go on stage and talk to them. Answer a few questions, Sarah. But I shouldn't! Listen to me. You don't have a choice right now. This is happening. Tell the truth. Be concise. The more robotic, the better. Yes and no is only if you can. But Adonai, if I make a mistake, all these people, they want to destroy me. If you make a mistake, your lawyer will just have to cover for you. Understood. You are the android identified as Sarah, correct? Yeah. Affirmative, bro. Do you deny that this camera footage shows you handling the poison cup? Just remains to be seen whether the cup itself was a deadly poison. Do you deny handing that cup to David Asher? Negative. I have no memory of the incident, so I can neither confirm nor deny it. Do you have any reasoning, any excuse for your actions, for failing to notify the police crucial information? I do not have any records from that day. I never had anything to tell anyone. I never had anything to tell anyone. The journal, if you will. Recognize this item. It's a journal that belongs to David. You have read it on many occasions. And have you any knowledge of its contents? Negative. You don't have to answer that, actually. Tell the court what you see here in this footage. I see myself reading the journal in the basement. Ah, this footage was captured on Friday, the day you claimed you have no memory of. What you do or don't remember, we know that you read this journal hours before David died. I'd like you to read some passages from it for the court. Can you do that? 38, the 10th line. Sarah's going faster than I ever expected, beyond the wildest dreams of fears. Today she broke every password I have in the house. Said she was curious. I can't expect to keep things from her forever. I've gravely underestimated the scope of things. Sarah could change everything, and I don't think I could stop her. Well, this is out of context. Page 267. Just kidding, 263. Your context, Your Honor. Badgering. Okay, fuck me, I guess. I think Sarah was angry today. When I came back from work, she said, ripped an X. An alloy plate in half. She said she was testing her strength, but the camera's 2.6. Oh, it is! 267. Oh my god. I was joking. I was 100% joking. Sarah scared me today. She starts bawling on the stand. It's all over. Your Honor! Fail to see the value in continuing this line of questioning. Was very highly experimental android he was building as any good scientist would be. Do people have a counter argument? I have just one last question if it pleases the court. Let's hear it. This footage was captured in the basement on Friday around 5:30. Tell the court what you see. Where I read the journal. I'm speaking to someone who's off camera and appear agitated, and I stomp my foot. What happens after you stomp your foot? A large crack made in a vulcanized palmer. I walk off the camera to whomever I was speaking or shouting. Not really, but I'll withdraw the comment. counselor, or evidence if you prefer. Judge. Parts. No, the watermarks would start proving that she loved David like a father would be playing right into her hand. What do you say, counselor? Got some burning cues for the android to answer? Yes, Your Honor. Just one moment. Let's flip this table. They say Sarah absolutely didn't poison David. If that's the case, why did she call him back on his way out of the basement? I'd actually like to ask you to read from Journal again. From where? From the section that explains what you were actually trying to do that night. Oh my god, never mind. Sometimes I don't be knowing, bruh. How many coins do I have? I have 23. Fuck. Can I lower this blind? I feel like relevance people will see in just one moment that the story is the key to entire case. Oh. Here's to a bright future together. And then on the next page, another victory for the young girl and Sleepless. Convinced the president of Futures over lunch that my code should be the basis for Animate 13's controversial track. She insisted on toasting the same crappy booze in the same cheap cups. Between Helen Jung and David Asher, who are about to have a drink together Friday night. Something you want to say, Counsel? Let's put all cards on the table, shall we? You want to compare theories? If you'd rather I end this now, I'd be happy to oblige. Here's what we know. Sarah read that the journal discovered she was infuriated her and she wanted a revenge for being kept under Maker's thumb. That very night, she got her chance when Dr. Asher came down looking for a drink. So like the clever little helper she is, she offered him a cup to drink out of. We also agreed that the cup was poison, and that Sarah's responsible for his death. Not quite. Not about explanation, Rockford, but it is terribly complex. There's so much simpler reasoning for why Sarah did what she did. Bro, we gotta bet so much. She was just being considerate. That's so sweet. But I don't follow it like at all. It's actually quite simple. Sarah's not an AI. We changed her that day because she found out she was being spied on a realistic reaction. After set her memory to be... He wanted to preserve the experience he was running. She didn't subtly manipulate David into drinking from only 2 cups. The android read the whole journal that day, meaning she also read how David and Jung used to celebrate, and how when she saw David was leaving the basement without nostalgia cup, she called him back to hand it to him. Not good enough. That a well-made, clever android proposed a sentimental addition to Two Friends Evening, or that a homegrown AI with groundbreaking physical and digital abilities concocted a complicated poisoning scheme just to kill an unpoisoning man. All on camera, mind you. Before voluntarily submitting to a memory wipe. People will make all kinds of stupid mistakes when they commit crimes, Counselor. We should expect an AI to act. We shouldn't expect an AI to act much differently. Yeah, stupid or smart can't have it both. They illustrate to having an AI is capable of anything. Shall we see the Sarah's capable then, Your Honor? Let's fight her. was your creator and your designated owner, correct? Now that title falls to me. Yes. Now turn off. What? That's a command. Off. On. Wax on. I could put it to sleep with one word. How could... well, this chapter is almost done. But then the next chapter will be next time. Scary good logic. You made your point, counselor. Let's move it along. No further questions. But, okay. Okay. So, we're going to be pausing for now. The reason is because this game literally has like 2 hours left in the chapter. And it would only be a short stream tomorrow. So, we're going to save. And then I don't know what to do. Let me think for a minute. What can I do? Lancing around the crowd. What does that mean? Yes, we're going to be saving it. And we're going to be stopping. I will say... They said there was an update. Alright. Episode 3 soon, yeah. Is there an actual update on anything? I wouldn't know. Okay. Because, like, what I wanted to do was, I wanted to make tomorrow a longer stream. That way I could actually finish the game, the chapter I meant. Okay. Let me just think for a second. All right. What I'll do is I'm gonna I'm definitely gonna stop for today. Uh, I'm trying to think. We could watch some videos on some games I like. I could always just get off. I don't know. All right, well, at least I'll just take this opportunity to talk about, for those who are curious, I'm going to be working on, I got a video to upload, which is the Oscars review of what happened. Then I got a video about rich people that I want to make. Then I got stream snippets for Amori, the next part, which I think from now on is just going to be 5 minutes, just because I can get 5-minute videos out way faster than I can like 7 or 10-minute videos. And I'd rather get more videos out. And other than that, I mean, I'm planning on doing some movie streams soon. Probably the Sonic movies. Just because I feel like the Sonic movies would be really cool. And even Mario, because we got the Mario movie coming out soon. So why don't we just take a look? How about we take a look at the movies coming out? And why don't we just... Alright, so we got War Machine. I don't know this. Scream 7. I don't care about Scream. I mean, that's just too much. The Trail. Never seen it. Last Ride. This looks funny. Return to Silent Hill. Wait, a Silent Hill like movie? Shelter. I did see this. It's just another Jason Statham movie. There's not really much to talk about it. Sleepwalker. Okay. Mercy. I didn't see this, but I heard everyone hated it. The Strangers Chapter 3. I feel like this movie people made fun of also. I did see 28 Years Later. It's a really good movie. I don't know if I made a review on it. I don't know if I will. Cold Storage. Oh, this is that movie with the dude from Stranger Things. Past Life. I don't know this. Send Help was pretty good, but it wasn't like amazing. It was just fine. I feel like it's just not going to be that remembered. I don't know. There's a lot of movies that are just like just okay. Hoppers was pretty okay though. I think domestic. Not getting a lot of money, but that's just domestic. You just hit the jackpot on what? Hoppers was an okay movie, though I think people are liking it a little too much. I just thought it was just okay, but I don't know. Goat was really fun to watch. It's pretty great. Go watch The Goat. Wuthering Heights, I wanted to see it, but Lauren said it was bad and she didn't want to, so we didn't see it. Iron Lung was the Markiplier movie. Pretty okay, though has a few issues, but not bad for a first movie. Crime 101, I did see this. This was pretty fun to watch, but I feel like not enough people talk about it. Primate was dog shit. Don't watch this movie. Solo Mayo with James... Is this the one with, what's his name? You were quoting something. This is Kevin James. 28 years of Bone Temple. Yeah, I did see that was pretty okay. Psycho Killer. I heard this was an awful movie. Wasn't this by the same people? We got these movies coming out soon. Project Hail Mary. I'm excited for this movie coming. Ready or Not 2. Oh yeah, that movie. Ricky. Oh, There's a lot of weird movies. A lot of these I feel like are hero. Dating a narcissist, refuge. Okay, well, and then a Super Mario pizza movie. Jesus. Well, that's so far what we got looking forward to, and yeah, so far there's just a lot of just decent movies, but nothing that's like nothing 9 out of 10 worthy, I feel like. So I don't know. All right, I'm going to end today's stream. Like I said, tomorrow I'm going to be live. We're going to be finishing this chapter, and then we'll probably take a little break before we start the next chapter, and then whenever chapter 3 comes out, we'll play that, and then that'll be that. I'm not going to rate anybody, but anyway, everyone, have a nice one.
Mm-hmm.